What's up, metalheads? My name's Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're new, please consider subscribing. If you enjoy this video, hit that like button for me. And more than half my viewers are not subscribed, so if you would subscribe, I would appreciate your subscription. All right, today we're going to take a look at 5 fantastic knives that are under $100. These are all over 50, in between $50 and $100. So different price bracket out there. I'm going to do one of these for under 50 in the future also. And number 1 on the list is going to be the Petrified Fish Scholar. This is reminds me of an old school Spanish razor, the design of this knife. This version here has olive wood, 154 cm, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer. There's one other variation of this knife that has gray G10, but everything else is the same. They run about $70. If you buy, I will link all these below. If you buy these knives on White Mountain Knives, use my code BEDC10, Bravo Echo Delta Charlie 10, and you can get 10% off. I will link all of them there if they're there and available. If not, I will try to link them on Amazon or wherever I can link them at. And this knife has a, let's get back to that one real quick. This knife has a 3.7 inch blade with only a 3-inch cutting edge. Has a deep hollow grind on it. Has fantastic action. And because of how deep that hollow grind is and how much the blade sticks up above the scale, it's very easy to reverse flick it without a fuller. The hollow grind kind of acts as your fuller on this, and it's so smooth, as I felt it, that very easy to reverse flick it. But it is also a front flipper, and you can do all the tricks with it. This is a long knife, but man, it's really good in hand. It feels premium with that olive wood. I think it looks really good also. I think this is a beautiful knife. I've used this knife a lot, and it cuts through cardboard like butter with that deep hollow, man, and also will cut through some zip ties and stuff like that with ease. So really like this knife. It's a fantastic knife. I love the blade shape. I love the look of it. I love the materials used for the money. For $70, and with the discount code like 63 bucks, it's a fantastic deal. Next up, we're going to go with something much smaller, but one of my favorite knives of all time, actually. This is the Kizer Mini Sheepdog. Now, there is a full-size Sheepdog that's a lot bigger. I will give you a quick peek of the difference. There's the full-size Sheepdog. There's the Mini Sheepdog. But in this video, we're going with the Mini Sheepdog. The Mini Sheep... bumped the camera. Sorry about that. The Mini Sheepdog has a 2.64 inch blade, 154 cm blade steel also. This version is a special edition that was from Raylight with the Frag Micarta. This one had a removable flipper tab, and I don't know if there are any other versions of this with the removable flipper tab. That's why that hole's there. But you can get this in a flipper or a hole deployment. I would highly recommend the hole deployment over the flipper, because the flipper with this shape, sheep's foot blade shape, it just gets in the way when you're trying to get down to any chopping. This thing is very lightweight at only 3.17 ounces. The Petrified Fish was 3.5 ounces, by the way. Buttery smooth action, excellent detent, really good ergos, thin and slicey. And if you want something beefier, get the bigger one, because it's just as good as the little one. And these run 70, the bigger ones are like 85. There are lots of different variations of this knife out there. And you can get some expensive premium versions in titanium. And I even think there's a fat carbon 20 CV version of this knife also, which is like 180 bucks. I'd love to pick that up, but a little above my spending right now. Excellent pocket clip. It's just a stainless steel clip, but it works extremely well. And this is one that's been around for a long time. It's known and it is loved. The Kizer Mini Sheepdog. Next up is the newest knife on this list, and this was actually designed by someone in the community. Casey at Knives Fast designed this knife. This is the Tempest Pinion. This is a newer knife to me. I've only had it for a couple weeks now, and I've already fallen in love with it. I'm already planning on doing some things to it. It takes a mean edge. It's 14C28N blade steel. Very neutral and comfortable ergos, 50-50 choil, almost 50-50. Very good in hand. It's a longer knife at 3.4 inch with a 3.4 inch blade and 3.6 ounces on the weight, so it's not very heavy for its size. This one is the black micarta version, but I believe these are sold out. But there is a black, blue, and jade G10 version that are still in stock. They're $82 before a discount, and this is a fantastic knife. I'm not just saying it because someone in the community designed it. It's actually a fantastic knife for the money. I mean, for 14C28N and this good of action, It's hard to beat this knife for the asking price, much less with the discount. That's the Tempest Pinion. Next up, we're going to go with the smallest knife on this list, and one that I actually won when I really started getting into knives. I won this knife from Jared Neves in one of his contests, and I've had it ever since for about a year now, and I love this knife. Now, I have customized mine a little bit. This is the Kizer Feist. This is blue denim micarta, but I have dyed it with like a plum. And then I've acid etched the blade and clip, so it would normally be a stonewash blade and clip, I believe it was. And it's a front flipper. This thing is super lightweight. It's only 2 ounces. Fantastic front flipping action. As I miss it. Oh, by the way, ignore my purple fingers. They didn't come from this knife, in case you're curious. Something else I'm working on. Don't know how it's going to turn out yet. Time will tell. But the Kizer Feist is super lightweight, super thin and slicey. Medium-sized hand, I can still get all 4 fingers on there. Larger hand, get all 4 fingers on there too. It's just a great knife, man. It really is. If you just want something lightweight, thin, you can drop in your pocket, and you don't need anything larger, and you like front flippers, this is a great one. It really is. It's been around a long time. It's known and loved. I love it. I think it's a great knife. You can get it in a Wharncliffe blade shape also, which I really want to pick one of those up. Although I like this drop point, or maybe it's a spear point. I think it looks better with that Wharncliffe blade, and I would love to get one of those in the future. I probably will pick one up in the future. There is an XL version of this knife coming out very soon also. I'm not sure when it's dropping, but it's coming soon. That's another one I really want to get. I'll probably get that one before I get the Wharncliffe regular Feist. I want to check out the XL. It's exactly the same knife, just a little larger. So the Feist is a great knife. Super slicey blade. Blade length is, on the Feist, is 2.8 inches, and the weight is 2 ounces. So yeah, fantastic little EDC knife. If you don't need anything larger, this thing is amazing. Next up is the CJRB Scoria. This one is this is 154 cm, by the way. This is the AARPM, I believe is the name is ARPM 9. That is CJRB and Artisan Cutlery's proprietary steel. It's excellent steel. CJRB is Artisan's more budget brand. This thing is very, very thin and slicey, as you can see. The handle's not very thick. This is my micarta. There are a couple other versions of this knife. The thumb stud action is fantastic. The flipper action's fantastic. It's a longer, bigger, but super thin and slicey and lightweight for its size. Only 3.5 ounces with a 3.48 inch blade. Personally, I would love to see this knife without a flipper, just the thumb studs. But I know a lot of people out there like to have a flipper, and this one works great. Got a nice forward finger choil there so you can choke up. Very comfortable in hand. Titanium pocket clip. Just a great knife for the money. These run $78 for this knife. There is for some reason the other version is it's $10 less. I'm not sure why. Oh, it's G10. So the G10 version is only $70. The micarta version is $80. And again, that's before the 10% discount. So this is another knife that is known and loved. Many people highly recommend it. Out of all the CJRBs I've had in hand, this is my favorite for sure. This is the best one that I've had in hand. And they do a great job with their knives over at Artisan Cutlery or CJRB. And can't go wrong with this one. If you like a longer, larger knife, this one's fantastic. And I would highly recommend it. I believe the thumb studs are titanium also, but don't hold me to that. I'm pretty sure they're titanium. So you could do some anodizing here if you wanted to, which is pretty cool. And that's going to wrap it up, guys. Comment below which of these you like most, and what is your favorite knife that's in between the price of $50 and $100. Not many here down close to 50, but you know, with sales and stuff like that, you can find these around 50 bucks with sales and discounts. So if you're interested in any of them, just look around, and I'll link what I can below, like I said. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.